Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today, I'm super excited to share a recipe for the most delicious, soft, and flaky Turkish Açma bread rolls. They're layered, pull-apart soft, and totally addictive. Let's get started right away, so you can try this out. First things first, in a large bowl, we're going to combine 1 cup of warm milk, 1 cup of warm water, 1 packet, about 2¼ teaspoons of instant yeast, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. Let's mix that until the yeast and sugar dissolve. Just until dissolved, keep stirring. While continuing to mix, add in the whites of 2 eggs. Keep stirring it together. Now, add 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. That's about 4 fluid ounces, or 125 ml. And for reference, my standard cup is 200 ml, which is about 3/4 of a US cup. After mixing well, start adding flour gradually. I'm adding about 2 cups to start. About 2 cups. Then add 1 teaspoon of salt. Now, using a spatula, mix it all together until it starts to thicken. Mix with the spatula until it thickens. Once the dough has thickened, take out the spatula and continue kneading with your hands. Be sure to add the flour gradually and carefully. The amount of flour you need might vary depending on the brand and quality. For recipes like this, using a flour specifically for pastries or baklava will give you even better results. You'll get a better result. I gradually added the flour, and my dough has thickened. In total, I used about 6½ cups of flour. But remember, the amount can change depending on the flour. So please add it gradually and check as you go. I've gathered the dough. I'm sprinkling a little flour and kneading the dough. After kneading it in the bowl to combine it, I'm continuing to knead it on the counter. I am. The most important thing to keep in mind when making recipes like this is kneading a soft, smooth dough. Is a soft and beautiful dough. The better you knead the dough, the more satisfied you'll be with your pastry recipes. The more you enjoy it. From this point on, be careful not to use too much flour. I'm just improving the consistency of the dough. I'm sprinkling very little flour to gather the dough. You can see from the screen how soft the dough is. It's really a cloud-like dough. I'm gathering the dough. I'm putting the dough back in the kneading bowl. After placing the dough in the bowl, I cover it with plastic wrap. I let it rise for about 40 minutes. The rising time may vary depending on the temperature of your room. You can use the dough after it has doubled in size. Since the weather is so hot, the dough rose beautifully in about half an hour. It rose great. Since it's a yeasted dough, I'm deflating it first. In recipes with yeasted dough, if you don't deflate the dough, you'll get a yeasty taste. You'll get a yeasty taste and smell. I gathered the dough. I sprinkled some flour on my counter. I'm slowly stretching the dough with my hands. If you like, you can use a rolling pin at this stage. I've stretched the dough enough. Now, I'm spreading softened butter that I left at room temperature. You can also use margarine if you prefer. Be sure to make sure the butter you use is softened at room temperature. After spreading the butter nicely everywhere, I'm folding it. If you've watched my video this far, as always, I'd appreciate it if you leave a comment. It could be a heart, an emoji, or if you have a different idea about my recipe, you can share it with me. You can share it with me too. Also, you can support me by sharing my videos with your loved ones. In this way, I'm completing the folding stage, as seen in the video. I cover it with plastic wrap and let it rest for about 15 minutes. I rested for about 15 minutes. I'm removing the plastic wrap. I'm slowly stretching it with my hands. Again, you can use a rolling pin at this stage if you like. I'm slowly and carefully opening it. If you like, you can grease the bottom and top while opening it. I used flour at this stage. After opening the dough enough, I cut it with a pastry wheel. I get a total of 9 asma from this dough. I divide the dough into equal parts. Then, I add the thin parts from the edges to the others. I prepared the asma like this, but you can prepare it as you like. You can also find many more asma recipes on my channel. Normally, the shape is much better. Since the weather is hot, the dough inevitably loosens a bit. I proofed it on the tray for about 15 minutes. Then I spread egg yolk on them. After spreading the egg yolk, I sprinkle poppy seeds. I baked my asma in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until golden brown. I baked my asma. My asma came out of the oven. As you can see, they rose very nicely. They became incredibly delicious, soft and fluffy. While you watch the beauty of the asma, I'm about to come to the end of the video. To finish, let me say goodbye to you. I have come to the end of another video, another recipe. I hope you liked my recipe. If you liked my recipe, don't forget to like it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones. See you in another recipe, another flavor. Goodbye. Stay safe.